We're down to the final 3 days of our favorite parasitic infection ever, and there's not a lot we can do with them other than make sure we're in peak condition for our first stop after it clears, because our first stop is the hushed River Valley. Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I am already really tired despite having just woken up, because this is the end game of parasitic, or rather of intestinal parasites for you. This is just the way that things go. So, what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit is we do need to repair a lot of stuff. Now, I put a number of my heavier items in here last episode, and I want to make sure I don't need that tinder anymore.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
But I want to make sure that I am... Thank you for the ominous music distracting me right in the middle of my thought game. That was so necessary. Like, I needed that. I needed the ominous music to feel like something is wrong when nothing is wrong. Because everything is fine. Because I'm indoors. And there's no reason for this. Yeah, I don't need this tinder. So let's put that away. So, as I was saying, one very effective way to pass the time right now, we've got a couple of things we can do. We have this cooked meat, which I want to go ahead and eat some of this. We might be able to eat both of them with... Yeah, that was perfect. Alright, so we've taken care of that. But I do have some repairs to take care of, so let's go ahead and do this. And I think I picked up that windbreaker that I don't actually need. It's not a windbreaker, it's a shell. Same difference, I suppose. But let's go ahead and get our repair skill up. If we, succeed. Let's get our repair skill up as much as we can. And just basically top all of our items off at 100%. That would be a good way to spend time right now. And then we may do some, might take some pot shots at a wolf. Or a rabbit. But we're down to the last 3 days, so there's not really a lot that I can do at this point, aside from sleep it off. Now, I am going to repair these up just for the repair skill. I have a lot of cloth on me, so I might as well use it. And if I can get my repair skill up to the point where I have a better chance of repairing the hat next time, I'm going to do it. Plus, this helps us get rid of a sewing kit. Jennifer, listen, could you not? It's a 95% repair. You can do this. Apparently she can. Okay, so there goes one repair kit. The grand total of all of these repairs is not going to be a lot. I might get a full degree or degree and a half out of all of my clothing combined, if I'm lucky. But the increase to my skill,
I think I need to lay down.
And the value of that cannot be overstated. So, yeah, let's go and repair that hoodie too. Just because I can, it'll give me some additional skill and I don't have to feel bad about it. And there we go. Level 3 mending as a result. So let's take a look at what that does. 75% chance of a successful repair. Repair time decreased by 15%. And a 10% greater item condition increase, which is really lovely. So that came at a good time. I don't actually have what I need to repair this guy at the moment, because I don't have any rabbit skins. I have wolf skins, and I have this wood over here, which I'll go ahead and pick this up, and the jerry can. These saplings are almost cured, funny enough. But yeah, the only skins I have are the fresh deer hides here, one of which is almost done, but we don't have anything we can do with them. Then we have several curing guts. Let me make sure that I've dropped all of the things that might be a little bit whiffy. Yep. And I can also get rid of a sewing kit, I believe. There we go. Magic disappearing bottomless. That's just the old trash can trick. For any destroyed items, they vanish without a trace and are never seen again. Okay, so at this point I may as well just sleep. we're down to the very, very end. Hey, there's an aurora. Down to the very, very end of all of this. And I just need to make sure that I stay relatively well fed. No pun intended. I definitely need to make sure I keep the well fed bonus. Let's see, if I put things in terms of weight. Let me see. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat some of these ketchup chips. I will need to make sure that I drink that water. Let's not lose any pointless condition. Not that it matters, really. But one of the nice things about spending these last few days indoors is that we can go through some of the inventory the way that we just did. I mean, that cloth wasn't going anywhere, apart from maybe towards a snow shelter in the future. Also, this new hoodie, I can probably go ahead and just harvest that. I know I used cloth on it. It was to get the skill, but now that it's at 100%, I'm just going to harvest it, get the cloth back, and potentially have more repairs to do. Because now it looks like we're at a point where we can continue to do that. So let's go ahead and repair this bad boy, our Mackinaw jacket. Also, very importantly, let's drink those. Which leaves me with 2 of 20 doses remaining. Oh my god, it's good to see that number on the screen. Look at how much our tiredness and our life is being affected by this, though. That's why I'm staying inside. Like, I mean, I'm already this tired having just woken up. There's nothing that I can do. Yeah, you can really sense the difference now in my repairs. Again, the collective difference this is going to make is minimal. And at this point, since I got the skill increase, I don't really have to keep doing it, but I think it's worthwhile to have those 100%. Now, of course, I don't have the leather that I need to repair the work gloves, which is sad. It does seem like the weather has calmed down a bit, so it might be worth seeing if I can, like, go kill a bunny or something. That's a ruined sewing kit, right? Yeah. That's such a ruthless sentence, I know. Oh, wow. That's some thick fog. I do still have all of that cooked meat sitting right here, so I can eat that. Is that all cooked? Yeah, I would probably do well to go ahead and eat the fresh wolf meat at this point, and then have the deer meat to, you know, kind of make sure that I'm fully sated when I head to Hush River Valley. So, I mean, there might be a rabbit over here. Alright, so there's a wolf to my right. Let's see if I can find one. I don't need the meat. But if I could have, like, another hide or 2 curing, I'm just thinking of, like, activities that I can that I can perform while this tired, while this limited in my overall capacity. What can I do? Go out and shoot defenseless small woodland creatures. Because that's about how I feel. I feel about as effective as a tiny, defenseless wooden creature right now, with this level of an infection. It makes me think about the comment that someone left. I mentioned it a few episodes back about the possibility of whether or not, you know, things might get better towards the end of the infection. And, you know, since it's 20 days on Interloper, I have to say, I don't know that I would mind, like, a bell curve shaped situation where at the halfway point you have a lot of effect from the intestinal parasites, but by the end it's back to, like, minimal, but you have to treat it for it to completely go away, or maybe if you don't treat it, it gets worse again, something like that, you know? I would like that. Okay, now I can see things, and I neither hear nor see any bunnies. I'm already really tired. So, I know there are bunnies out this way. I know there are potentially also wolves out this way. Maybe I can... Hang on. Real quick. If I'm gonna do this, I should leave some stuff by the door. I should minimize what I'm carrying. One thing I'm kind of tempted to do, and I'm playing with the idea of doing this before I go to Hush River Valley, but I don't know that I will absolutely do this. Let's drop water. I'm not going to drop the cattails because it'll take forever to pick them back up. Ooh, I need to sharpen that hatchet too. Glad I noticed that. All right, yeah, I'm just dropping things on the ground that are particularly heavy and that are single items that weigh ridiculous amounts that I can just walk back up to and pick up later. Yeah. Spray paint. Go away. All right, now let's see about a rabbit or two. Just as a way to accomplish something. Where did new friend go? That's what I want to know. Because I know new friend is around. I do have coffee that I can drink, by the way. So I'm not completely out of luck. Bunnies. All right. In terms of my energy, like I could top it off if I wanted to, but I'm so close to the farmhouse, and I have the revolver so that I can scare off any wolves. Really? 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 My first intentional revolver shot in what feels like 50 episodes. And I miss what could have been a just clear hit. There's one. Missed the other one. Oh, nice. I actually got revolver 2 from that. Wasn't expecting that. Are you serious? Okay, game. Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I was pointing right at it, but it's fine. It's fine. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever you want to call a miss or a hit. You know, you're the boss. You're the boss, game. I get you. It's fine. Alright, let's pick that guy up. At least I got the one. I'm not even going to chase the other one down. I don't care. I have used the number of cartridges that I wished to use in this situation.
I need to find a place to rest.
That's why we're going back to the house, Jennifer. We will definitely have time to rest there. And just make sure I don't get jumped in the meantime. That would be inconvenient and poorly timed. Somebody asked me a few episodes back when we were dealing with the wolf, the one that aggroed toward me when I was heading back toward the toward the house, like, hey, why not shoot at the wolf? Why not, you know, because if you hit him, you know, you might get rid of it for good. And the answer to that is very straightforward. I've been too weak, as I've said many times, especially when I was very nervous with the bow and arrow shot, I've been too weak to feel confident that I would survive a wolf actually getting to me. And the last wolf that I actually encountered that I had to fire the revolver for, had already aggroed. Had I pointed the revolver, even so much as just started to lift it, the way the mechanics work, the wolf would have charged. And now that doesn't mean that the wolf will get to me. As a matter of fact, I could use the revolver the way that I use the rifle. You know? And I could just aim at the wolf's face. But if it doesn't drop, as it usually doesn't with one revolver hit, and the wolf gets to me, I'm dead. So, for those of you wondering, why I wasn't a little bit more bold with the revolver firearm, given that I have it and we have these wolves in the area. That's why. I mean, just the health penalty and strength penalty that I have from this condition is really debilitating. So, just done the best that I can with it. So we have a lot to harvest here. I'm going to go ahead and harvest everything. Really wish I'd gotten both bunnies. But it's okay. So now let's stand right here. I'm going to drop... Wait, where is the... Oh, there it is. I don't know why I couldn't see it. I have no idea why I couldn't see that. All right, let's put those here. Right on the couch. Best place for fresh guts. And then I have this meat that I need to cook. And that actually I could cook right now if I wanted to, so let's just do that. Let's just cook it. Let's get the cooking skill right away. I've got the wood that I need in order to cook it. I'm a little tired, but it's time to sleep anyway. We're already fully exhausted. Welcome to intestinal parasites. All right, so let's go ahead and start a fire. That was a pretty good start chance that you just missed there. Just saying. Or was it? Maybe it was only 65. Hang on. If we use, let's just use a stick. I got slightly distracted because I can I can hear some noise that's not coming from the game. And you might too.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
Alright, 1 hour, 43 minutes. And with that, we can cook this fresh rabbit. We can also prepare some additional teas, it seems. So let's go ahead and prepare this rosehip tea. Still have time. Past time, and rabbit's ready. Let's eat it. And now we can do a couple of teas. Let's see. And there's nothing else that I can cook at the moment. There's prepared acorns that I can cook, though. Yeah, that's right. That's good. Alright, and that is truly the last of our prepared acorns. I've got a ton of those and have had a ton of them for most of the time. Okay. Now, I've already taken my dosage this particular day, but it's just so weird. Like, it's throwing off my sense of time a little bit at this point with the infection. We only have 2 doses remaining, thank God, and I'm kind of tempted just to sleep until it's completely done. I have the food to support that kind of a decision. The only thing I don't have a lot of, necessarily, is water. So you know what? Let's use this fire while we've got it. This is going to be the worst of it right here. Like, I'll get through it in this episode, and then we'll be, like, fully launched forth back into the quiet apocalypse and headed to a zone that I haven't really spent a lot of time in the Against All Odds series ever. Because I just didn't know it well enough to be confident, and I always wanted to go, but I think one of the things that was very frustrating about Against All Odds Season 6 is that I had, a desire to explore more of the world, and the world was smaller when Against All Odds Season 6 was airing. But I didn't actually, because of the moment at which the series ended, and because we dealt with not 1 but 2 intestinal parasite infections, thankfully they weren't 20-day infections in that series, they were 10-day, it severely limited my ability. Those infections limited my ability to explore further, as it's done in this series, but also, I died before I had a chance to go to HRB, which is one of the reasons I'm happy to have done... Let's go ahead and just pass time. It's one of the reasons I'm happy to have done the Against All Challenges meta-series when I brought the channel back online. I think it made a lot of sense to do that. Let's see how we're doing on water.
I'm so tired. I can lay down right here.
Honestly, I probably just kind of want to make one more pot of water before we wrap this up, so let's just toss some reclaimed wood on the fire and be done with this. pass some time. Because I need to pass a little bit of time anyway. Alright, a little bit more. One more piece of reclaimed wood. There we go. And we're going to drink that. And this will be it. Let's go ahead and rest for a solid 12 hours. This is going to be the toughest day. Wow, another Aurora. 2 nights in a row. Holy crap. And this time we're actually awake for it. That's surprising. All right, let's go ahead and drink some water. And we are in the next day, so I can go ahead and take my second to last treatment. Huzzah! If I can find it. Reishi tea. Drink. 1 of 20 doses remaining. Holy crap. That has been a long time coming. How are we doing on skills, by the way? It's worth taking a look at this while I don't have much else to do. By the way, we did level up Revolver, so what do we have? Recoil compensation increased by 25%. 2 condition per repair action. That reminds me, I actually do have something I can do right now, which is we need to sharpen the whetstone. Speaking of being fully ready, that's what this episode really needs to focus on, given my inability to do much else. And let's be real, from a content perspective, an intestinal parasite infection, especially towards the end, especially when it's 20 days long, one of the reasons it's so frustrating is, it does limit my ability to get out and do fun things on camera. But we're almost done with it. And you might say, well, Hadrian, why don't you just edit out the intestinal parasite infection? And it's because this is part of the story. It's just because of the way the mechanic is currently in the game, like it leads to at least a few episodes where there's just not a lot that you can do. Okay, sharpening skill increased to 67. That is much better condition than it was a moment ago. Anything else need repairs? I don't have the scrap metal I need to repair that. I did pick up the can opener again. There was some discussion in the comments about how when you don't have a can opener, but if you have a knife in your inventory, and I had forgotten about this, so I appreciate the reminder. But if you have a knife in your inventory, that knife will get worn down. Because it's basically getting used automatically as your opening tool, which makes perfect sense. And I would prefer, given that I only have one improvised knife and that knives are not discoverable in the world at the moment, I would prefer not to tempt fate. So we're going to keep the can opener on us for now, especially because we are about to get our full carrying capacity back, finally. On the plus side, we have... Oh wow, almost harvested the knife. On the plus side, we have much better harvesting skill at this point. Alright, so I have a whetstone that I can get rid of. Where are you? There you are. Only 1 whetstone remaining, but I think I dropped some at the... What am I thinking? I think it's at the prepper cache. I might be wrong, but I think I dropped some there. Okay, so at this point, there's not a whole lot that I can do. But it would be worth, while we're kind of idle, let's review the requirements for the crafting of various clothing items. Boots and pants, for example. We need 2 deer hide and 4 cured guts for deerskin boots. We need 3 deer hide for the deerskin pants. And those would be very nice to have. And I do have 3 deer hides here. I don't have 3 cured deer hides, but by the time we are at the end of this, hang on, there's 1 cured gut there. So the guts are cured, some of them at least. I have 1 cured deer hide. That's a wolf pelt. 57% cured, 53% cured. So about 2.5 days. So I think I'll go to Hush River Valley with the stuff that I'm wearing because it's good enough. But we will definitely be able to come back here and make some deer hide stuff on the way out. And what I will do, the plan is we're going to go to Hush River Valley, see what kind of stuff we can find there. Probably be there for some days. And because there's going to be lots of food and opportunities to survive and actually be mobile. So it'll be a nice follow-up to a quiet couple of episodes. But once we are done with Hush River Valley, we will, when we come back into Milton, we will go towards the Bear Bridge, hopefully get past the bear again, and then go back to our prepper cache and grab those things that were curing the last time we left, because there are deer hides there too. And there might even be some meat there still. I'm not as sure about that, but that's worth thinking about. Hang on, let me see. I have some additional, speaking of meat, there's some more food that I could consume. Well, here's one question that I don't know for sure. There's some cloth I could rip up, and I'm kind of tempted to do that. I might, before I leave here, like, replenish my cloth supplies by just tearing up all the cloth that I can. Also, I might have a cured rabbit pelt at Grey Mother's now, at this point. Now that I think about it. Alright, let's eat the last of this gamey wolf meat. And this venison. No wolf nearby. Very chill episode, I know. This is the result of this bad of an infection. Okay, so honestly, I kind of just want to sleep, to tell you the truth. So what I was saying a moment ago is I'm not actually sure with intestinal parasites. I don't remember. Like, when you take the last dose, does it go away right away? Or does it go away on its own at the beginning of the next day? Because there are no doses left. I genuinely cannot remember. I really can't. So, hang on, let me see what's in my journal. Milton Farmstead. Okay, so I don't have anything listed as being at Grey Mother's. But I think I left some things there and just didn't note them, right? I'm almost positive. I think I did, because that was part of what made me think, wait a minute, do I have stuff at the farmstead? And that's why I'm here now. I really think that's the case. So part of me wants to try heading over there real quick. I would just need to drop some stuff. It's honestly not the best idea at this point in the game, because it's...
I need to rest soon.
That's why. That's why. It's just... Okay. Let me sleep for 6 hours. I'll wake up fully rested. I'll see how the weather is. If the weather's, like, great, then I might brave a quick trip just to give myself something to do here. I might make a quick trip to Grey Mother's. So let's go ahead and... Same thing. I'm going to just put away things that are heavy. I'm even going to put away a lot of this water, because I actually have water at Grey Mother's. So I don't need to carry that around. We're going to drop all that wood. We're going to drop the hacksaw, the pry bar, and there's our carrying capacity right there. We're good. We are good. I can also drop the storm lantern, but it does seem like the weather outside is still quite obnoxious. I'm also going to drop those sticks, because I don't need them at the moment. I can get them later. I'll drop those rocks. And I do have a couple of extra cans there that are not necessary. Get rid of those rocks. There we go. Wait, what's this lantern fuel? Excuse me? Is it still counting me as having... I think it's still... Yeah. Hopefully that will get rid of the lantern fuel. Like, I had a 0.00 lantern fuel item. Oh, no, it's still... Maybe that's a different one. Anyway. Well, I can't do anything right now, can I? I just can't. This is the long dark for you right now. Let's go ahead and sleep for 1 more hour. This is the... Alright, it does sound like the weather just cleared up. All I need is to safely get to Grey Mother's and grab some stuff. Oh, wait. No, it still sounds crappy. I mean, it might just be windy. It doesn't sound like it's a full blizzard. Yeah, so it's crappy out here. Let's go ahead and make the trip. I think it's worth the risk. It gives me something to do. I have water there. I can sleep when I'm there. And I have cattails to munch on. Really? Go away. Alright, I'm going to push forward. As tempted as I am... I did drop the guts, right? Yeah, I dropped them. As tempted as I am to, like, just run back to the farmstead, that wolf is just not worth the trouble. So yeah, that's an example of what I was talking about. That wolf had aggroed. It was coming toward me. It wasn't just wandering around. It let me know that it wanted a piece of me. And had I pointed the gun before firing it from the hip there, the wolf would have charged. And at my current state of health, it almost certainly would have killed me. And by the way, if a wolf gets to me right now, it will almost certainly kill me. So this is not... I'm not just saying that to create a little bit of tension after a quiet episode, I know, but this is no time to mess around. I'm going to step up here. No time to mess around as I climb up on a high rock that I could fall from. Everything's fine. Alright, so here's the bridge. It's clear that there's a wolf... Oh, nope, just kidding. Multiple wolves in the area of town. Can I make it up this slope? Yes, I can. Excellent. Alright, so I just need to... exercise trigger discipline. And head towards... Ooh, I did not like... If you're listening on headphones, you just heard what I just heard. And that was not reassuring. Wherever that howl came from, that wolf sounded like it's in town. I might have... Yep. Oh! That's interesting. Someone just went after a deer. So I could get an additional deer carcass right now. But that means there are 2 wolves in town right now. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the hilariousness of this? At the moment that I'm like, oh yeah, let me step out, let me just walk into town to grab the stuff that I have at Grey Mother's before I head to Hush River Valley. Let me go ahead and take care of this now on my last day of the infection. The game's like, watch this. Man. Alright, I'm gonna step outside. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm fully loaded first, because you never know. We might have another Dirty Harry situation on our hands. You never know. I don't think either of those rounds actually hit. But I do think... Oh, crap. Hang on, let me pop in here. Alright, that wolf is now... I don't think either of those rounds actually hit, despite the fact that I was aiming right at the wolf's butt. That's kind of rude. That one hit. Whew. Wow. Talk about... Yeah, I do have some cured rabbit pelts right here. Alright. I thought so. It's just, I've been so consumed by this... And I have the wolf pelt as well. Nice. Okay. Alright. I've been so consumed by this infection, and how distracting it is, that I forgot about some of the stuff I have here. I don't have water here. Okay. Well, I do have whetstones. This is where I drop my extra whetstones. Let's just take a look at my equipment. Well, that's inconvenient. I'll go ahead and grab... You know what? I'll grab all 3 sewing kits. And I might as well grab these books, too. The gunsmithing book, kind of less important. There's some sprain risk, but okay. Moment of truth. I'm hesitant to do this. But there's a 95% chance of success, okay? 95%. Jennifer, listen.
I'm getting tired.
Finally. All right. So, we have all of our stuff in virtually perfect condition. I'm going to go ahead and just rest because I can. And here's what we're going to do to end this episode. This is going to be glorious. Let me go ahead and drink this water just to top off my thirst a little bit. I have a little bit left. I'm going to sleep for 10 hours. I don't know for sure that this is going to work, but my fingers are so crossed because we're down to our last dose. And I would love for the disappearing of this affliction to be the last thing that we do. All right, so it is a new calendar day. It is past midnight. So let's go ahead and drink not the birch bark tea, but the reishi tea. Actually, you know what? I'll drink the antibiotics. Well, no, I'll drink the reishi tea because I actually do need the... Oh! Intestinal parasites cured. Everything is better. All right. Now, is my health still low? Yes, it is. My health is still low. So I'm going to drink this cup of herbal tea to get that back up. And let me go ahead and chow down on some cattails just to celebrate. What an ending for the episode. That's perfect. Like, I really can't ask for better when it comes to what we got done today, even though it was, until the end there, I know it was a little bit mundane. I know, believe me. So we're now going to sleep for... I wish I had a little bit more. I might as well go ahead and eat these sardines because they're going to give me a little bit more water. Watch them give me food poisoning. Just watch. Oh, I had venison on me. That's why the wolves were so interested. I had a little piece of meat on me that was not giving off... Hang on, let me show you some. Is it still there? No, I hit escape, but it went away. I had a little piece of meat that was not giving off a scent. It didn't show, but it was there. All right, then. Yep. Oh, you know what? I really shouldn't have done that. That was not necessary. All right, well, I'll just drink the last of this water, and that'll cover me for the night. And I have plenty more back at the farmstead, so that's fine. Let's sleep for 10 hours. We won't get a full 10, we'll get like 9. But we have that improved rest benefit from the tea. Aw, yeah. There it is. It's noon. We're awake. Intestinal parasites are gone. We're well fed. We have sure footing. We've repaired our frickin' rabbit skin hat. And we can read again. So I might even read before I leave here, to be honest. But I think what I'd rather do is head back to the farmstead, read at least one book there, drop those, and then we're going to head straight to Hush River Valley in the next episode. We might even be there by the end of it, assuming the wolves don't give me trouble getting back to the farmstead area. Or anywhere between here and Hush River Valley. Anything can happen with the amount of ground that we have to traverse. But I can finally, like, breathe again. I have full health again. I can read again. I'm most excited about that because I have so many freaking books laying around. We have to go get them, but we can. We can go get them now, and that's what matters. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.